Hello. Welcome to Black People Love Paramore. I am Sequoia.
And I'm Jordan.
And we have special guest Garrick on today.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was waiting for the Caribbean sound effect. Garrick is multiple things, including my partner, but he is also a writer, an actor, and a stand-up. Garrick, do you want to say a few things about yourself?
No, you pretty much covered it. That's
okay.
it. That's it.
You
got
specific?
it.
We want to give them. You want to give them the shows? You want anything specific, or are you good?
No, I'm good. Let's just get into it. Let's
if you
get
know,
into this.
you know.
If you know,
you know.
Exactly.
I'm on.
That's
the
what Pusha
things.
T said. That's what Pusha T had to say as well. So, okay, I always have a hard time explaining what this damn podcast is, and I feel like I should explain at the beginning of every episode so people know what it is they're listening to. Black People Love Paramore is a podcast where we talk about stuff that Black people love that's not traditionally associated with Black people necessarily.
Exactly.
Today's episode, we are talking about something that I personally don't give a fuck about, but I feel like a lot of Black people really like anime.
Right.
This
is a big episode.
I really thought Jordan liked
episode.
anime as well, and it turns out Jordan doesn't.
It's my biggest failure. It's my biggest failure as a.
Nah, you're Caribbean, so that also tracks because not like it's hit or miss with the Caribbean folk or like with anybody who's like first gen. It's just like it depends on if their parents were like, this is the devil or not. You know?
True. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that whole element of it. And for our legions of fans in the United States and in Panama, could you explain where you're from?
I'm born and raised in Los Angeles. My dad is from Trinidad and Tobago. My mom is from Guyana. So
yes, Big Island Tings.
Big Island Tings.
Big Island Tings, Aguan.
Yeah.
And for our fans, obviously know that my parents are from Jamaica. And so, this is a Caribbean link up. And and this is a very special podcast because you two, and I don't know if you know this, are the only people I've spent Thanksgiving with that weren't my family.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was very beautiful.
Yeah.
And then when you came over and you saw like what my family was, you're like, oh my God, I feel so at home. And that kind of touched my soul as well.
It was very beautiful. Yeah, so I think it was fall 2018, I want to say. I was living in LA and I didn't have a way to. I was decided I wanted to go home for Christmas instead of Thanksgiving, and so I had nowhere to go for Thanksgiving. And Sequoia kindly was like, "Oh, you can come to my house for Thanksgiving." And so I went to Long Beach, chopped it up with Sequoia and her mom and her cousin who didn't want to do the dishes. And then I went to Garrick's house. We Thanksgiving hopped, and then I went to your house and what is it? Baldwin Hills,
Baldwin Hills.
Baldwin Hills.
And I had Thanksgiving with your Caribbean family, and I was like, wow, there's my auntie Rita, there's my auntie Carol,
yeah. Because this was also the first time that they were meeting Sequoia, so it was like the loudest that they ever get is when I remember one time somebody brought somebody over. And my auntie Glenda screamed for 2-3 minutes straight, just like, and I was like, yo, you can't do that. They're just gonna get freaked out. And of course they broke up because they're like, this is too much.
No.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Well, you guys are still going strong, and that's beautiful.
I
do remember that. Now I remember that because they were like, okay, this is Garrick's new partner, and who is he? What is he? What's his? Why is he here? And I was like, hey.
Yeah. I was like, hey.
I forgot that.
We're actually in a polygamous relationship.
It's a throuple.
It's a throuple.
Right. They're like, we don't even know him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Black people love throuples. This is the next.
Lord, is that right?
God.
Garrick.
No.
That's our TLC show that we're pitching.
Right. We're actually working on that right now. Yeah, we're trying to come up with a catchy name.
Sick.
I was gonna delve into some wild shit about TLC, but I am not actually because I don't know if that's something Black people like. Okay, but let's get into our first segment in my defense, where we bring something that Black people will be shamed for by other Black people or by white people for really enjoying. I have. To give context, I really said I was gonna stop talking about this goddamn dish on this show, and I am. God. that was my example. Garrick, do you have something that you would like to talk about for
defense? Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay, so I really, and this shames me as a Caribbean boned cord person or whatever. I love the cold. I love the deep mountains, snow, all of that shit. I truly adore it. And if I get too hot, I hate it. I'm a cold type of person. I don't know what that is. I'm from Los Angeles. I don't know what that is. I maybe it's overexposure to it. But every time I'm in the snow and every time like people are just like, well, you haven't experienced the bad size of it, the dirty snow and all that shit. And I experienced that and I was like, I still fucking love it. Y'all are crazy. I feel like I'm walking in a freezer every time. And I love layers. I love fucking Patagonia. You know? That's my shit.
Y'all, for reference, okay. Garrick went to a comedy festival in Big Sky, Montana. Is that where it was?
Yeah, in Montana.
Garrick went to a comedy festival in Montana, and this nigga took one Patagonia that was, or was it when you were in Chicago that the Patagonia was too thin that you brought? Talking about you.
Oh yeah, that was in Chicago.
You don't even. You wasn't.
That was no because. But that wasn't like true cold because it wasn't snowing and shit there yet. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be fine with like a hoodie. But I went outside with the hoodie. I had the Patagonia in my suitcase. I just went outside with the hoodie on, just be like, okay, let me just run to the car really quick, and I was gonna be fine. But nah, not at all.
No.
That just smacked me in the face.
The cold,
that type of cold will just like duff you out.
It does, but I mean, I was in New York in the middle of their last blizzard, and I was like, this is great. I love it. I love it.
That's a tourist mentality. See, what it is that you don't have the kind of trauma associated with the childhood trauma of like digging the snow out.
And scraping the window,
scraping the windshield.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that it takes like a really long time to dig some snow out. When we were in Big Bear, and like we were in Big Bear with like Quentin, Tristan, people who grew up in the snow, and we were in the snow. We had to back the car out of the driveway, and they're like, "Damn, we got to shovel out the driveway." And I was like, "Okay, shovel it." And they were like,
well, you do it.
They're like, that's gonna take it to 2 hours. What are you talking about?
They're like, it's gonna take at least like 45 minutes, like an hour shovel. I'm like, well, why would it take 45 minutes to shovel that fucking powder on the ground right there?
It's just
so I didn't quite understand. So there apparently is some trauma associated with that. Nevertheless, Garrick, that's anti-black.
I love it.
It's really anti-black.
But it's also like the temperature. I like. You've been over. My room is cold all of the time. Cold. I got the fan going all the time. When the heater is going, I'll like do that shit in bursts. I don't have it on all the time. I'll just like turn it on for a little bit, stand in front of the heater, turn it off, and then go about my day. And I'll be in shorts, like just just shorts all the time. If everybody is on this like gray sweatsuit, gray sweatpants, wave and shit like that, nah. Nah, I'm gonna be in shorts the whole time.
Like his thighs out, y'all. He be
yes, I do.
A whole mid thigh out.
Because I mean, I've been shamed for having shorts. I mean, for any man wearing shorts since grade school. Like, so I want to say this new thigh out movement. The first time I ever wore shorts, like in person, like with my LA friends and shit, was probably 3 years ago. Damn. First time ever wearing shorts outdoors. Like my friend Kyrie was like, "Nigga, why your legs out?" Like that was the first thing that he said. Like he like stood up. It was like a whole moment. Nigga, do I see your legs? What the fuck is that? Ew. Like, wow. And so
damn.
Actually, shout out Kyrie. Jordan, I'm going to have to play you the voice note that Kyrie sent about the first episode of this podcast because that shit, when I heard it, the way I cried laughing for like 15 minutes, every time I thought about it, I laughed again. I really need Garrick to find it because that shit
I was trying to find it.
Is hilarious.
This is what I live for. I live for the fan engagement. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff we have to translate from Spanish, so it's good when we get something.
Right. We often, our Spanish fans are all over the place, and so often we have to translate, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
But we won't have to translate this. We'll be all right. They understand Kyrie.
Okay. God, and that's wild. Y'all didn't have like a little cargo short moment in like middle and high school?
I mean that was like a big white boy shit. I don't think anybody really fucked with cargo shorts like that. Or it was like, I mean Mexicans did that, and that's like fucked up to say. But it wasn't like that wasn't us, that wasn't us at all. I think when Def Jam Vendetta or some shit came out, like that wrestling rap game, like people were wearing like the cargo, like the fatigue cargo shorts. Yeah, people were wearing that, but even that, you were wearing long socks with them, so you were basically wearing pants.
We've talked about the Southern California black man long sock thing on this podcast before, and the high calf that it has lent to all of y'all down there, and that's the thing.
Garrick has that calf.
We don't do that on the East Coast. The long sock thing.
Long socks, because
we don't do that.
Y'all are fucking, as you say, bugging.
Yeah.
Where the high
bugging. I could see the silhouette still, like 2009, 2010. It was like new era fitted, a colored V-neck or like striped V-neck shirt. Like I remember people wearing those like crucifix, like bead, like necklace bead type of thing, like black necklace bead, crucifix type thing. Cargo short, like you said, a camo cargo short, or like a cargo short, like a black cargo short that went like down to the shins, and then like low socks and like some sneakers was like the mall fit that if you were in like.
But I think that the wild part about the low sock is that they got loose, which was really weird. Like it was really weird to see like a nigga walking down the street with a loose sock, and you just like disgusting.
It's true.
It's so slouchy,
They would slouch.
Right.
You had to keep the fresh like Nike Elite socks.
Yes, exactly.
Nike Elite,
exactly.
That, very much that.
Right, and then you would just get caught with like all right, so now I have a sock or whatever, but also my brands don't match. Like I have a Adidas shoe with like a Nike sock, and it's just like, all right, well now I can't wear those or whatever. But with the tube sock, with the gold toe, you just pull them bitches up, but he just pull them up. If you're wearing a Nike tube sock, like a Nike calf sock, you look weird. Honestly, you look like one of those kids that was getting ready for basketball, and he had like the fucking Jordan elbow sleeve and the Jordan 1s and all this whole setup and whatnot, and the Jordan fucking headband and getting ready, and he was just trash. He would get crossed over every time. It's just like, you're just a rich kid.
This is like the two Americas, I feel like. Cause I feel like that Nike mid-calf was a staple where I'm from. I feel like we rode with that. But But I think they do it differently on the west side. The left side.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, that it's gang shit. Also, weirdly, because you're not sure what one of those symbols could mean or whatever. So it's just like I don't want to like mess around with it, and then also like people will wear the long tube socks with like different colored chucks based off of whatever game. Right. It's just it just matches.
LA is like different like that. I saw this funny meme that the skateboarder Nickel Smith, he's like an LA kid. He posted this meme that was like a map of LA with like the different names for the different areas, and it was like Lil Armenia. The Belizean niggas.
Right. The real LA rich black folk. Don't go here.
And don't go here. It's like weird off-brand LA niggas. And then my favorite was blood niggas from Good Homes.
Good Homes, yes. Because those are like, because that's like either like Inglewood, like there's a part of Inglewood that's like kind of nice, but they still shoot at you. Like it's real weird. It's real weird. Oh my god! I wouldn't be mad
at blood niggas with good homes. I would trust one of them. That sounds.
I don't know. You don't trust one of them because they have more to prove. Because you go over to their house And then you're just like, nigga, why are you even gangbanging? And he's like, bitch, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. You
got an Xbox and a PlayStation. What are you so mad about?
What are you so mad? It's like, the fucking streets changed me. It's like, no, they didn't. The streets are paved with fucking cobblestone. Get the fuck out of my face.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I found the clip.
Oh, yes.
You want me to play it?
Yes.
First episode reaction.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
So here I am, sitting in my car trying to support my friend's girlfriend, listening to a podcast, and I hear the words, chitlins ring across my ears. And I go, why is that being said? And I find out that the woman that my friend has chosen to keep safe and, I don't know, take the movies and other goofy ass shit is indulging in slavery food. Garrick, this must stop. Garrick, you must stop this, Garrick. Please, Garrick.
It was I played for her and she was fucking on the floor and I was dying. It was just he's such a quintessential LA nigga, like just through and through, down to his core. And if you step out of line of niggadom, he's checking it. He's gonna say some. It's great.
Indulging in slavery.
I mean,
food. It's that food that took me out. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kyrie. Please, please. You're great. We love you here. Yes, okay. Please. So you don't like. So you like cold, Garrick? That's literally that doesn't make any sense. That's I love it to me.
I'm trying to have like a Lake Tahoe house or some bullshit.
Oh my god.
Speaking as blacks, we don't approve at all.
No, I mean that's fine.
Yeah.
You can.
I don't always have one when guests are on, but I have one this time because I have been so inundated by this particular human being lately and how magical this particular human being is. So in my defense for this week is Miss Olivia Rodrigo. I have seen a lot of nignogs on the internet trying to shame us for our feelings about Miss Rodrigo, and I will not stand for it. I will not have it. I speak for the nignogs.
We will not have it.
We will not have it, and I love her because she's phenomenal. Okay, she has songwriting skills and singing skills and all of the skills, and she's really cool, and I like her.
I feel like that one is less black, white, and more nigga you old. You're too old for this.
You know what? You might be right.
Right. Like I think like she's what 18.
She might be young. She might be 17.
She's too young.
17. She's too. It's. And I feel like any adult feels this way when they listen to like Tupac or anything like that, where it's just like, yeah, this dude came out when he was 18 and I was like 28 or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. So listen to it. Just it's like don't be weird. Just listen to it. But also don't fucking put on the bucket hat. Don't put on that bucket hat.
No, I already bought the bucket hat, and I'm going to wear it. I already bought the bucket hat.
I know you bought the bucket hat.
Now, Olivia Rodrigo has merch, okay? The beginning of her album starts with her words. The words are, damn, it's brutal out here. Those are the words. She has a bucket hat that says, it's brutal out here. It's a lavender bucket hat. Look at Jordan's considering it. He fucking wants the bucket hat.
I'm not considering it.
Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm considering leaving this podcast enterprise.
I also just showed Jordan this damn dress that I want to get. Asked him if it was cute, and he said, I think it could be cute for you.
I feel like you can pull it off. Maybe
you can do it.
Sure.
I mean, so you trying to say that the bucket has the same thing, Jordan? You don't.
Okay, I'm not rich. I've yet to be Rodrigo pilled, so I'm not I haven't taken the pill yet, but I tried listening to it this weekend because the noise was so loud. You guys would not keep it down.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me tap in, and I didn't get it. But I'm not one of those people who's like, I'm not. Okay, but I'm not one of those people who's like, all right, I don't. This isn't click for me, so it's bad. I was like, all right, this is not for me. I do find it curious that so many people who are older are like really like.
Right, who really they really fuck with it, and that's what I can't really get behind is grown adults writing for a child this hard. It's just like just listen to it and be like, this is cool. All right, bet I'm gonna listen to it in my spare time, but I'm not gonna fucking go online and fucking wear the merch and tweet about it.
Nigga,
and be
that's
like,
you.
I'm gonna make a TikTok. I'm gonna do this whole bullshit and just like, I don't know. It's not.
No. Don't be trying to come at me personally. I'm gonna wear the merch and I'm gonna make the TikTok, and that's that on that.
See, that's the thing. That's where you thought it was. You think it's personal. It's not personal at all.
It is.
This is just what grown ass adults have been doing. Just on some random bullshit. Leave the little girl alone. Listen to her stuff, and then just chill. Shut the fuck up about it.
No, I will never shut the fuck up.
Okay. Is it something that like you feel like she's like speaking in a way, singing in a way?
Because she's not speaking to y'all. She's for sure not speaking to y'all. This is her first breakup in forever. This is literally her first breakup in life.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a breakup
album.
It's
a breakup album. It's an entire breakup. Jordan, how you listen to it, you didn't gather it was a breakup album.
I don't listen to lyrics like that.
That's fair. So the production didn't even take you. Okay, you know what? I like about 50% of the album, I'm going to say. And that's more than I usually like from a 17-year-old. So for that reason, we are standing Miss Rodrigo. Okay. I don't need any of the ballads, but the ones that are not ballads, it's giving light Hayley Williams. It's giving a little bit of Paramore-esque-ness to it. It's giving a little bit of William Eyelash, which we've already discussed. Big William Eyelash fan.
She's great.
It's giving what it needs to give, and I'm here for it.
First of all, don't invoke Hayley Williams' name in vain like that.
No.
God damn. Oh, he got upset about it. He was like, nah, fuck that. Nah, boss. Because, that's somebody that's our age. That's somebody you can ride for.
Right, we can ride for that. Second of all, what was I going to say? I don't even remember what second of all was. But I guess I need to do some further listening. You're documented on this podcast as being like, I don't go in for something unless it's been vetted by other people who.
I did say that. I did say that.
What made you decide to like what pushed you over the edge with Olivia Rodrigo?
The noise was too fucking loud, like you said. The noise was too loud. Okay, so my roommate was really into Driver's License when it first came out, and I was like, I'm not listening to that shit. I don't care what this child, I don't care. I listened to it once and I said, "Oh my God, my girl is my girl."
That's a good. See, okay, so this could be a fundamental difference with Sequoia and I, where when I hear a song, I don't fuck with like the artist like crazy. Like if it's one song, I'm just like, oh, this is a nice track, cool. I like this song. But you gotta give me 2 albums before I can really like fuck with you. You know, like this is like I don't give a fuck. Like she got a driver's license. It is a really good song. She got a driver's license. She got broken up with during that time, and I'm just like, cool, welcome, I guess. Congratulations, you're here. But I don't. She's fine. As a person, as an artist.
No. Miss Mamas was giving big girl lyrics on Driver's License, okay? The lyricism on Driver's License is unmatched. There's no one even coming close. Grown ass bitches not even coming close, okay?
Wow.
To what Miss Olivia Rodrigo was giving on Driver's License. People always make this Taylor Swift comparison, and I fucking hate Taylor Swift with all of my being to my core.
Swift is ass.
Taylor Swift could never in her life. She's like 38 now. She could never give.
She's 38?
Year-old.
Oh no.
She could never give what she's like 31.
Yeah,
she's like 31 or 32.
Yeah.
She could never give what the 17-year-old gave us in her first debut single, period.
Okay.
I stand. From then forward, I stand. Okay.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
You'll get there, Jordan. Okay. I have faith that you will get there.
No, I don't know. This could be a Caribbean thing, but I mean, I'm not worshiping no nigga.
First of all, don't call my shit worship. Don't try to play with me.
It feels like it. That whole stand culture bullshit. It feels like worship of a man. No man is above me. Huh? No man. No.
Wake up.
Wake up. Open that eye.
Open that
eye. Yo, wipe it off. No man sins above me. No.
Anyways, okay, so the Olivia Rodrigo thing did not stick for you. That's fine. I'll get y'all there. Don't worry. We'll get there.
Yeah.
That said, going forward, we'll talk about the thing that does not stick for me ever, which is anime, and why black people love it so much. Because I just want to say, every man that I've dated has been black, one. Well, except for that first one, but we don't talk about that.
We got to insert applause here. We got to insert applause. Yes, queen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She said,
thank you.
Nubians only. All right?
Except for that one. Don't forget about that one.
Except for that one in the beginning, but that doesn't count. He wasn't even a race. He was a vampire.
Well,
so
thank you for cash apping her, Josh. All right?
Period.
And continue to.
Okay, and so they've all really liked anime, even the non-black one, but the black boy, all of them. Why? What is it? What is it, Garrick? What is it?
All right. Okay. So, dating back to like anybody watching anything with like their dad or some shit like that, right? Most of the time, it was like a kung fu movie because we're just sick of seeing white people on TV. It was just like, okay, what am I gonna watch? Like Friends or whatever, or some old Western movie. It was either that or I guess like the Cosby Show or something, like something very quintessential. But you didn't, in action or anything like that, you really didn't see people of color. So from that, you go to kung fu movies because most of the time they're somebody who's Chinese or Japanese or something like that. And we're just like, oh, this dude is dope, and he's doing flips, and this is crazy, and he's doing like wild stunts with his body, like Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is one of the greatest stunt performers of all time because he's literally doing all the stunts himself. He's fighting people, and then also being funny with his movements. He's doing like slapstick shit all of the time, and it's great. So I'm doing that. I'm watching kung fu movies, fall in love with that, fall in love with the action side of it. And then also at the same time, I'm 12. So I'm also watching cartoons. And then as my life progressed, I found the meshing of the two, which is a cartoon kung fu movie, which is Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, which are two of the bigger animes that are out or that were out at the time. So you just kind of gradually move into that space. And then YouTube came out, and you're starting to have the ability to watch cartoons from across the globe. You've watched, animes that come out. It's illegal. It was illegal at that time to watch it on YouTube, but people were just uploading animes, like uploading like Naruto, like in raw Japanese, and you're just like, oh, these niggas are really boxing. They really going for it. This is like, this is real Samurai Champloo shit. Like you've been chasing that high of watching your first thing for so long, and you just start to keep on looking for the next one, looking for the next one. And then like, Naruto came out, Bleach came out, My Hero Academia, all of these other long-standing, One Piece, all of those came out, and you just kind of get into it. And I can only speak to the folks that like action animes. I don't fall for the whole like I'm gonna do a drama or whatever, because it's like I got HBO, nigga. Like I'm not gonna fucking watch your version of a drama. I'm not gonna read a drama. Are you out of your mind? But yeah, all of the action animes are dope to me. So,
question. First of all, were you one of the niggas at the playground who did the Naruto run?
No. So those were weirdos. So that's okay. This is where there's a split in the culture, right? Because there was the split between the culture of like, right now where guys are like, oh man, nobody liked me when I was doing anime back then. Nobody liked me when I was watching anime or whatever. It's just like, nah, niggas, because you were fucking being weird. You were running around with your arms back. You know, you were wearing the fucking the anime button ups. You were drawing all the time, and you were drawing like weird like fucking hentai shit, and it was those niggas that are the loudest now about anime, and those like, you know, it's male female as well, and you know
the kid I knew was Jeremiah.
Yeah, there you go. I don't even remember the kid I knew, but I remember him in 5th grade. He was tall as shit, and he was running around with his arms back, and he's just like, nigga, play basketball. What the fuck is wrong? But
did that discourage you to see the like these like the kids who were like the weird, the real like anime freaks who were like lived that shit? Did that make it? Did that stigmatize it for you? Because
you don't want to, not watching it, but definitely talking about it, because you don't want to get lumped in with that group. And I feel like it was most kids in general were just like kind of lightly watching it. Like, I mean, I'm not going to be one of them, but I'll still watch this shit, because that's where this boom came from in the first place, is that everybody was watching it, but you just look over and you see these kids with like fucking contacts, with like all black contacts, and you're like, no. I mean, I can't be that, you know. I can't, really that's not serious. Who I am. I really don't believe in people glomming on, using a genre to say this is who I am, this is what my personality is. Yeah, it's super weird. It's fun to have interests. It's fun to have multiple interests. But if all you want to do or talk about is anime shit, then I mean, I don't even think you're a person.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, but you know, I say all that to say, all those people were bullied, and it's kind of fucked up. But they were bullied not because of their love of anime, just the intensity of it, you know?
Right. No, they deserve to be bullied. I'm pro-bullying.
Pro-bullying. Yeah.
So you could quote me on that. But I think also part of it feels like there was like this, like you mentioned, a boom. I feel like there's like this golden era of anime that happened to coincide with a lot of people who are like now in their like 20s and 30s.
Right.
And Cartoon Network feels like it had a lot to do with it too. Like even I, as I've admitted, I'm not an anime person, but like I was still aware of so much of anime, like just by like being a kid who had cable, you know, and I think like I felt like there was like it was always kind of on, and I was like in retrospect, I'm like, what business do I have knowing about this like obscure like Japanese television show, you know?
Yeah. But like Cartoon Network jumped on, like they had like the Toonami block right before Adult Swim came on. Yeah. And that I mean, and then I think one of the biggest ones was the Boondocks. The Boondocks had like anime sequences in it, and it was drawn like an anime and all that stuff. Even in the cartoon strip, you know, they've got like the angular eyes and all of this stuff. And you're like, yo, but this show is phenomenal, and it's really funny, and it's really well done. But you know, like one of the biggest anime, I think it's like Studio Mappa or something like that, did the 4th season of the Boondocks. So it's like there was this underground meshing of black culture and anime culture that was like coming up, and then it just kind of like blew up from there, I think.
That's so bizarre, because I just remember like watching Dragon Ball Z on Cartoon Network and being like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Right. It's just like these niggas are yelling to get stronger. This is crazy.
He goes to another dimension, and he like, works and like different, like I don't know. It was wild.
And it was just about like perseverance, you know. Like at the end of somebody wrote a whole article about why black men I don't know, relate to anime, and they're just like, because it's all about taking your environment and pushing through regardless, and it's just like a persevering through all of this stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's the black experience. It's like, I feel like that was a bit of a reach. I think niggas just wanted to see people fight, and that was cool. But at the end of the day, it was just Yeah, it was.
There's
it was
nothing like a good anime ass whooping. I feel like they really do. Like no.
I remember Samurai Champloo. Is
Yeah.
what I remember, and
and it was a Samurai Champloo had like fucking it had samples to it. It had like vinyl samples. It had like this weird meshing of like Japanese and hip hop culture, and like you watch that first, and you're like, oh, that's cool that people from across the country or from across the fucking planet fuck with something that I listen to. Oh, nice, you know, and they fuck with black people as a whole, as far as like the culture that we've made here. So seeing that and seeing those two put together, I was like, okay, so I at least feel safer, the same way that watching a kung fu movie as like my dad or whatever, you're seeing somebody who's a person of color being represented as a badass and not like a
that's an element
Negro.
of this that I feel like I forget about is that like there's a lot of Japanese and African American cultural conversation happening just in general.
For sure.
They really bang with us, and we really bang with our brothers over there as well. And like I don't think I stand alone when I say that Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift was formational.
Was oh my god, I love it. I fucking love it. That was one of the better ones. I think it was like I think it's 5. No, I think it's 6. No, 5. 3, which is Tokyo Drift, and then another one. I don't remember. Or the first one.
And Garrick, you a little bit of a petrol head, isn't it? You a little bit of
Oh, hey, a bit of a petrol head myself. Yeah.
So yes.
Out in the garage.
Yeah, the garage. Garrick spends a lot of time in the garage working on his car. So he's
working on cars.
And so I feel like there's like a cultural conversation happening just in general. They really love disco. They really love hip hop. They really love house and like these and I think it's a culture of connoisseurship. So like when people are connoisseurs, they really care about something, they study it, and then and when they do something around it, they do it with care and they do it like thoroughly. And like I think like black audiences saw the way in which they were like some of these animes were touching upon black culture of themes that like resonated with like African American. Right. And we're like, whoa.
I mean, just like TV shows in general now are just now starting to have like hip hop back in, or like if you watch like movie trailers now, like fucking 21 Savage is everywhere, and that is so fucking recent. That's 2018. That's 2016 as far as like putting him or putting any rapper behind like the credit sequence at the end of a movie and all of that shit that just started.
We were just we've talked about this. This popular culture was segregated until like 2 years ago. Like there were black things and then there were white things.
And then we're 100%.
That's why we have so many like tether shows in like from the early 2000s. Like it's like like I don't even know, like the Proud Family and then whatever else like white like comedic animated sitcom. Like it was like just like parallel universes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
right.
I cut you off.
No. It's the same shit but you go back and you watch Samurai Champloo. That shit came out in what, like 2008? They were doing this years before, and in a country that doesn't even have this race of people. So like, I'm a bang with these, these little cartoons that represent me better than the country that I live in. Like that doesn't make any. That's so sense. Fucking wild.
Wow. Okay, Samurai Jack also had a really hard theme song.
Yeah. Samurai Jack had a rap.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack was. I think he was played by a black dude.
What, Samurai Jack voiced by a black dude? Would we consider that anime as a?
I don't know. I think because anime is just Japanese animation, like or Japanese cartoon or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I guess in essence and by definition, it wouldn't be, but it is the same like style and shit.
Yeah, it's really inspired by Japanese animation. Okay, can we?
Yeah, it's Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar, we know that's a black man.
Yeah, Phil Lamar.
Can we all say our favorite animes? I can start.
Oh, okay. You can start.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can start. My favorite anime is The Boondocks, but that's not an anime for real. But that's what I'm going to.
But it's like you can. Yeah, go for it.
You can get away with that.
You can get away with that.
I guess I'll go. because my favorite anime is, and this is one I discovered in adulthood from real anime heads telling me, and I know I have to preface it because we're in the company with a real anime head. I know it's not the deepest of cuts, but I have sincerely enjoyed it a lot. Cowboy Bebop is great.
Cowboy Bebop is great, man.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop has a fucking jazz backing and all that shit. It's great. It's so cool. Really good. It's the jazz version of Samurai Champloo, or Samurai Champloo is the hip hop version of Cowboy Bebop.
I see. And I think I love about anime that Cowboy Bebop kind of exemplifies is that they have to, in addition to interpolating all these different American culture and making the show characters really funny and engaging, everything is horny a little bit. You know what I mean?
A little horny, a little too horny.
Why that character in the show? Why are her titties so big? Why is he so hot? Why is everybody kind of jacked in a way?
Everybody's got to be a little sexy, man. And I fuck with that. I'm sorry. I mean. Go ahead, big up yourself. Get yourself up to the highest level of whatever. Especially if you're using this as a representation of what your country looks like. Yeah. And you're just all our niggas is swole, boy. I'm not mad. So I get it. It's whatever. Yeah, go for it. I know that the sexual nature of all of it is a little off. It's really weird, especially if I'm trying to show a friend yo, this anime kind of bangs, bro. You should watch it. And then it's just the first scene is an upshot of some girl's skirt. I'm all right, skip past that, but get to the fights.
I didn't mean
it. I didn't mean you should bang
right.
I meant no, they be throwing hands. It's crazy,
Yeah. I think that was actually part of what kept me at bay as a child too. Was that there was something that felt illicit about it. I was a good kid. I'm a good kid. I remain a good kid. And I think I would come on and I'd be like, this doesn't feel like it's exactly for me. I feel like I felt a little not allowed. I'm being bad.
These big titties in my face. I don't need that. Yeah.
Right. Especially with Dragon Ball Z, where you watch the Japanese version and niggas is getting their holes punched in them, and you're just oh my god, or whatever. It's I remember there's one called Fist of the North Star, I believe it is.
Whoa.
Or Ninja Scroll.
Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, and those were that's where the adult version of anime came in, and that's where this is an 18-year-old showing you. He's I found this crazy one the other day. If you want to come over, just come and check it out. And niggas are getting half of their face cut off.
Oh my god!
Getting choked, and then their spine is coming out Mortal Kombat style. All of that stuff.
Invincible.
I'm sensitive.
Yeah, Invincible.
And that all the graphic gore shit would happen, and then we said the sexual shit. I'd be talking to my cousin Tam watches some animes too, and they'd be oh yeah, this is the Gape episode. And I'm the what episode?
No, it should not have a fucking title, dog. No,
that's not the episode.
Man, it was a lot. It was.
How many kids had a sexual awakening to an anime show?
Gotta be every girl with colored hair right now, half colored hair, for sure from an anime.
Oh my god,
100% from an anime. No doubt about it.
1,000%.
Yeah. Any girl with a skirt and fishnets. Yep. There it is.
But Sequoia, that's kind of your overlap.
You're a little.
I definitely did that in middle school.
I am genuinely shocked that Sequoia did not fuck with anime at all.
Right.
Because you are so close. You are so close to what they dress like and act like now. You are very close. And just from, I listen to Paramore, I listen to emo rock. I got the fucking netted gloves or whatever. I got the fucking holes in the thumb holes in my hoodies. I wear black all the time. I'm wearing a My Chemical Romance shirt. I got like black straight hair.
Nigga.
Wow. Like just
right
that's very close. Like anime shit, anime girl is very close to emo girl.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have an anime crush? You didn't have like an anime crush? You weren't like
every time anime was
Sequoia
on
dated
my
a vampire, by the way. So that's yeah, she
not putting
the glove. She's putting the glove on right now, everybody.
It just felt natural. It felt like you left me no choice. But I hated anime with every fiber of my being. Every time it was on my television as a child, I was like, I want this off. My little cousin, shout out Sierra, she loved that shit. Like, and we're like kind of full opposites. Like, she's a lot cooler than I am now, you know? But like as children, she was like into the weird shit that I felt was weird, that like the weird boys at school adjacent to horse girl shit she was into. She wanted to watch like Winx Club and whatever the hell else, and I was like, I hate
so
this.
I think that's where a lot of like, whenever I ask people who like abhor it, like hate it, they have like this whole story about being forced to watch it or whatever, where it's just like, I wanted to watch, you know, Disney Channel, I wanted to watch something else, and then my mom or my older cousin or my friend forced me to watch this thing. And this is where I get upset at the fans of anime, because you truly believe that this is God's gift to Earth, when it's just like, maybe people just want to watch Maury, nigga. Like, nobody wants to watch your, you know, sprites and colorful things all of the time. If people would just like ease into it and find it on their own, I truly believe most people would fuck with it. But if you get forced into this scenario, like one of my friends in college, he wanted to study or whatever, and then his roommate just came over and it was just like, yo, I got so many different raw animes from like straight from Japan, straight off the presses, buddy, let's watch them right now. And he's like, I got stuff to do. He's like, nah, we gotta watch this. And now he hates it, and now every time I bring it up, he makes fun of me. I'm like, okay, well, this all tracks, this makes sense, you know. And so if you just can't force people onto this wave at all. And I think that there's a lot of people that come out and it's just like, well, if you don't like anime, man, I mean, you must not have a soul and all this stuff. And it's like, well, shut up, nobody cares. Well, like it cannot be that serious.
Right. There are some black people.
Ethically anime.
You got to be ethical about your anime consumption, and you're forcing your anime upon other people. But there are celebrities who are like really putting on for anime right now. Michael B. Jordan has been very clear about, you know, his love for anime. Megan Thee Stallion has been very clear about her love for anime and have partnerships with Crunchyroll and all types of shit. So this is real deep in the black community. Like, black people really like this shit. I can't find it in my black ass heart, but a lot of you do. So that's your business. But I will say, in my 15 minutes of research for this episode, I found a story on Medium by a writer named Onike Brown titled "How Black Fans Contribute to the Anime's Widespread Popularity." Okay, and in it she talks about this black anime lovers Facebook group. I guess anime lovers in general are called otaku.
I guess. I don't know. See, those are the terms that I don't even subscribe to, so I'm just like, yeah, sure.
Okay. They're called otaku, and there's a Facebook group called Otaku Central made by Norval McKenzie and Sachelle Steele. Okay, and she interviews one of them.
That just sounds too much like food for me.
It really does.
Yeah,
it sounds like
it
sushi.
Sounds too close.
It absolutely sounds like sushi. Okay, in the interview, Sachelle Steele says, most anime is about the acceptance and friendship, something that the black community unfortunately is severely lacking. Some anime like One Piece and Dragon Ball Z touch on real life issues of slavery and racism. I didn't know that. Is that what it is? What is that?
No, shut up. Niggas I hate it. Hate it when niggas were just like, oh, this is open your third eye, but your third eye is fucking purple or some shit. It's like, it's goofy. No, it's not. It's not about slavery. It's about niggas. It's about niggas. No. It's about a nigga on a boat. Like, shut up. Like,
wait, as in the transatlantic slave trade.
No, he's a pirate. He's literally a pirate.
Wake up, brother.
Oh my god.
Wake up, brother.
What's his booty, people?
Right. His booty is fucking fruits, nigga. Like little fruits that give him powers. Like you're reaching. It is not about that. It's like you can draw those parallels. You can draw those parallels but you can also draw parallels to any other thing any other piece of media that exists. So
it be niggas in them shows being victims of racism?
No. I mean, there's one. Okay, so there is one scene. There is one scene in the show Attack on Titan that is the first time I've ever heard race been brought up.
They said the N-word.
No, they don't say that. Oh. They no, don't listen to this nigga. They don't say that N-word. Like, no.
I was like,
I think the fuck not.
They got an N-word episode in Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, no.
It's after the gape episode.
It's after this is right after the gaping episode. Right. This is like 2 episodes after, I want to say.
Yuck.
But she one of the characters is being introduced to a new person, and he's a black guy, and she says, "Oh my god, why is your skin dark?" And he's like, and there's like a bit of a like little bitch, you know, but he also like does like this little thing where he's like little smoothish thing. He's like, oh, because the creator believed in diversity and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, but then also Attack on Titan is literally about the Holocaust, in a weird, like, you know, interesting Japanese way. It's pretty sick.
I did like Attack on Titan too. That was like one of the few what is this shit called? Animes that I watched, and I was like,
I couldn't even. Yeah,
I couldn't.
Yeah, that's about the closest. There'll be black characters in stuff, and you start to see more and more as time goes on, because they're just like, oh yeah, we can draw them. And
Dragon Ball Z's got that dark nigga.
Mr. Popo, who's just a fucking got that dark nigga. And this is also why I didn't want to even bring him up, because niggas would call me Mr. Popo growing up, and I fucking hated it. I was just like, I'm just dark.
Get the strap.
I don't know. Get the strap. Get the strap. Yeah. They edited him because he was obviously a menstrual, you know, thing. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you're saying it right. Is he purple?
He was black before, and in America he was a color black, and he had the red lip. But in America they edited it.
His hat.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Oh, you got the Pirelli cap? Oh shit! Yes sir! Yes sir! F1 shit right there, baby. F1 shit. That's what they give you when you win.
Yo, Charles Leclerc, stay up. I know.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
Yeah, he had a tough time. Oh man, Bottas, man, that fucking wheel nut. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Take Monaco out of the circuit. Just have them do, you know, something else. Make it bigger so they can pass people.
Hard.
It's too hard. Put them in the old cars, I guess, when they go around there, because
if they were doing that in like a Honda CRV, I'd respect it more.
Yeah, right.
As it is right now.
Yeah, it's real silly. It's just like, all right, well, nobody's moving. There were 0 overtakes that entire time. Yeah. Anyway, so that Sequoia can be interested again. Yes, Mr. Popo was black and looks like a menstrual character, and then when it got ported over to America, they turned him purple because it was a very obvious racist thing.
That's still racist. Making that nigga purple is still racist.
No, he's supposed to be like bluish as well.
That's still racist.
Okay, well, I don't know what else.
They should have made him red.
Oh wow, I didn't know that this conversion to blue thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
and
wild
again,
shit.
When we talk about Japanese people really kind of doubling down on American stuff, racism is also not, excluded from that.
No, it's not because they don't even fucking know. They don't even. That's where I'm like, all right, well, they're kind of naive on that one. Where it's just like, I'm gonna just make this thing because it looks interesting. I'm gonna just put it in.
People look like they was like,
oh shit,
that's what they look like. That's what I said.
Whoops.
Mm-hmm. They're like, why is Mr. Popo eating fried chicken in every episode?
Right.
Y'all
it's
don't
like,
do
yo,
that.
They have fried chicken on that planet.
I mean, hey, this is before the internet. I didn't know about none of this, man. To be honest, I just saw what y'all were putting out of what y'all look like and what your people look like. So I'm just gonna put them in.
This is a weird episode where Mr. Popo's not paying his child support. Why did
what does that have to do about fighting, about sayings or anything?
They were trying to save the world. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
No, but
we're
to be we're joking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're kidding.
Oh my god, you guys, I can't understand sarcasm.
We're totally kidding. Why would they have child support in a fight cartoon?
I don't fucking watch that shit. I don't watch anime, nigga. I don't know what they got.
Child support is such a adult thing to think about. Why would they put it into a child's cartoon?
I legitimately thought they had child support in the child's cartoon.
It's a child support hearing. It's like, Mr. Popo, it says here you made $56,000.
Oh my god. Mr. Popo, we're going to have to confiscate those Dragon Balls. They look pretty valuable, so I feel like we're going to have to take those and then put them towards your child support.
Your son needs to eat, Mr. Popo.
Your child needs to eat. Oh my god.
See, this is why I don't be talking to people about shit that I don't know about already, because I don't know about it. And therefore, I believe whatever the fuck you say.
Oh, man.
Okay, so pretty much we concluded that black people like anime because black people like ninja stuff. Is that what you said? What was that? What's that
Kung
genre?
Fu movies.
Kung fu movies.
Right.
And kids like cartoons.
We talked about the Cartoon Network also at the time in the early 2000s, late 2000s was like just putting a lot of that on TV in a way and like reaching kids that hadn't reached before. Yeah. Because even my ass who wasn't even interested in anime was like knew about anime, you know.
Yeah.
10 years earlier, a kid like me wouldn't have known about that.
Right. You stay up. The tsunami. You stay up late at night. You stayed up late enough at your little sleepovers that you're like, I'm a big kid now. I can stay up past 10 or whatever. Tsunami would come on and you would watch and you'd be like, oh, this is okay. I like these types of cartoons. I didn't know it was. Cartoon Network was such a brilliant, I felt like a brilliant network because of how easily it just shifted ages for you. Like it just kind of just moved in. It's just like if you're staying up to this point, you're gonna probably watch anime. If you're staying up a little bit later, you're gonna watch Adult Swim, which is like our harder hitting comedies or like more fucked up comedies. And they just raise kids on cartoons throughout. There were no live action anything on Cartoon Network. So if that's what you fucked with, then you're gonna see every type of cartoon on this network, literally as the name implies. Mm-hmm. So it was. And
we also concluded that Japanese people and black people have this weird like a twin, a cuz, and then we also concluded that all the animes are about slavery, and black people, as we know, love slavery. So like,
and child support. Oh god, right, and child support,
and child support. So like, so like, it was really kind of just speaking to us directly, slavery. Just the narratives we wanted told were being told.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, that's really good conclusions. I'm really glad that we had you, our anime expert, to help us draw the correct conclusions about your type's obsession with this thing.
Right.
Don't call us a type.
Okay.
The correct term is otaku.
Otaku.
Right,
we're otaku. We are otaku.
Right.
I had no idea. We ordered
otaku from Sugarfish, or
we did. I got it
from Sugarfish. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some nigger toes.
What? This episode's over. It's over. This is a wrap. God. Because niggas don't know how to act
we weren't talking about chitlins this episode.
Right. We missed the chitlin conversation, but what we did get to his nigger toes, and that's fine. Stop. My mom gonna listen to this, be like, "You and Garrick are horrible.
You're horrible people.
Y'all are horrible."
Wow, I'm going to church this Sunday. That's how.
Same. Yeah, I need a little church. Okay, well, Garrick, thank you for joining us on our little podcast.
Of course.
Do you have anything that you would like to tell the folks? Sign off.
No, watch Attack on Titan. It's pretty solid and it's pretty great. I like it a lot.
Don't watch that.
Yeah, it's a
check
good
it out. Check it out.
All right, well, thank you for coming back for another episode of Black People Love Paramore. I'm Sequoia.
I'm Jordan. Thank you for listening, guys. Appreciate it.
And that was Garrick. Thank you for joining us. We will see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye. Peace.